Hello, and welcome back to another episode of my Saika Magoichi campaign for Nobunaga's Ambition. I just got done recording offline, in the traditional sense, the other game that's going to be coming up onto the channel. You'll probably be seeing that after this one goes up. So if you see this one first, got another thing coming up after that. Now, it's going to be a little different than this. But hopefully you'll like it. I feel like playing it, so might as well record it. All right, let's jump right into it. I don't have anything to go over today. I know I'm always yapping on about stuff at the beginning of these. I got nothing to talk about. Oh, hey there, it's Gretz. Welcome to the stream. I just started in the early preview of what's going on here. Now, we did leave off still at war. We should be able to clean these guys out, but did not finish them off. Now, we were trying to work on locking this trade node down. Very expensive, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Don't have any, or we don't have much money right this second, so we'll hold off on development unless we can upgrade this. I think that might be the max level that anyone in the clan is able to even upgrade this to. Rank 5 might be the max for now. Okay. Let's make sure that we are storming this. We're ready to keep going here. I'm gonna finish this war off before I consider some of my other options.
Victory! Now it's time. We march!
And there, now, do they have any? They're all, this castle is pretty sturdy. So we're probably going to siege this one down.
A messenger has arrived.
You're going to have to do better than that. And we'll take our free victory there. Storm this one. Or actually, should we? We have plenty of provisions. I'm going to actually wait that one out. We're actually running a little low on troops. So we'll let that one go, actually. Okay. You guys do what you want over there. Over to my west. It's not a problem. Oh, so this reminds me. Well, first of all, we're getting a treasure. I think this is I'm not sure the exact. This is a pretty good one too. I think it's somewhat random, but occasionally you'll get merchants who will just give you a treasure as opposed to, say, stealing it from somebody else.
Please give me a command.
As it was pointed out in the comment section, and I just didn't think to look for it here. I mentioned this before, but apparently you can go here, and there's actually just a list of historical treasure-owning officer list. It's not very well formatted, but it's there. It says they'll just get a special boost to their abilities, whatever that might be. Unfortunately, so we have 2 treasures, and I looked for this one already. I believe this is not on the list, even though there are some names thrown out here. I don't think it's on the list. So let's see here. Chidori. Let's see if that one's on the list. We probably don't have the officer anyways, but just to prove a point here. Going down the list. I have seen some of these, or acquired some of them in game. No, this one's also generic, I believe. So, worth keeping in mind. It's a little bit unlikely. Ooh, this one's pretty good.
Understood.
We're gonna take a break from that real quick just to expand over here. It seems a little unlikely to get the exact treasure that we need and the officer that we need to go pair with it, but down the road.
Understood.
Hill? Oh, we don't have enough money. Oh. Yeah, down the road, though, it might become more likely that we can start making those, pairs. Nobody? Probably gonna take one more turn. For this siege to finish. Hold on, I am curious to know... These two are fighting. Not a huge deal, but it's nice to know. Way up in the north.
We've won! Sound the victory!
Yeah, let me... Oh, okay, well we barely got it in on this last turn. Get over here and take this last
Advance!
castle over. A little bit concerned about this clan expanding so much in this direction. Well, they're gonna end up... I'd imagine they're gonna run up problems having a bunch of enemies between these three clans. The Amago, the Otomo, and the Hosokawa, I believe, are gonna cause them problems. Hopefully, at least that's what I'm hoping for. Okay. A flood.
Allow me to report. These are last month's results.
They'll rake in those muskets.
Begin the council.
Okay. Now, this time, let me just remind myself. Let's see here. We need commerce points. Commerce points. That'll do. How many commerce points do we need? 30. Alright. We don't need this one if we don't feel like that's the best one. Let's take...
I like it.
Yeah, but we have 30 now.
Let us end our council here.
If you want a plan,
yeah, that always happens, basically. As soon as you suffer damage from a natural disaster, they'll then add the way to mitigate it. Which I am pretty interested in getting those. Makes me not have to worry about that. So, let's see here. Here. Oh, up here, okay. Go and add that in. Did anything get completely destroyed by that flood? I don't think so. I think maybe the levels might have gotten downgraded a bit. I don't remember exactly where they were at. But I've had natural disasters just wipe a bunch of these buildings off the map, and that is a pain in the ass. Okay. Yep, let's keep expanding.
Understood.
These are pretty good nodes up here. Now, I did notice in a previous game, so you'll notice that this is actually like a one region-wide location here. This just can never be a grand trade zone, I'm pretty sure. Neither can this either. This can't be a grand trade zone. So if you're ever playing this and you might be thinking to yourself, I followed everything. I've got this number in gold. No one else is trading. I've got them ready to go. There's just a handful. Like, I think one of these can't do it either. There's just a couple that just don't do it. Unless I'm missing something myself. How are we looking here on these troop counts here? We can go ahead and... I feel like the changes in militia take longer to go through than infantry. We can go ahead and start pulling those. Plus, if we end up getting a bunch of spare supplies, in fact, we can probably do that now. We can start selling some provisions just to get some spare coin, just to make sure we can do everything we need to do. Like building all this stuff. I think I'm actually going to build a patrol post down here. Get you a T-town. You a T-town. And let's just start spamming out more forges.
I understand.
Alright. Get some new... Oh, man, we are running out of people.
Understood.
Well, at least we have literally enough people to staff these. Oh, well, most of them are deployed in the army. That's why I can't pick them. Okay. Well, either way, once we clear these guys out, we'll hire everybody. Hojo doing Hojo things. Hold on. Okay, this isn't bad. I saw them coming over here. I guess they are not really sure what they're doing. They deployed from this castle and somehow slipped by me. I don't know how that works, but...
Allow me to report. These are last month's results.
This is actually kind of scary. We send reinforcements. Get them in there. Okay, there we go. Even if this army gets smashed, we'll send in some reinforcements. I'm also hoping this rain on the overworld map doesn't mean it's going to be raining here. Am I in the wrong tile? Or they just haven't started yet? Nice boat here. Forget our commerce actions. You gotta tell me if I forget my commerce actions, chat. You know, it's the worst thing you can do in this game.
Understood.
We're not going to develop right now. Oh, yeah, I am on the wrong tile. How did that happen?
Now it's time.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna... That's how they got out.
Advance.
Oh, well, you know what? As much as I know, maybe some people might enjoy the tactical combats. Not gonna risk it right now. On my ineptitude. Alright, let's actually, since you guys are depleted and we have another army over here, you guys go ahead and take over this siege. Let's go to the right tile this time. 3,000 people again? What the hell is going on? Where did you get those people? Alright, well, either way, guess it's a good thing we did that. Refugees are back. There we go. That took a little bit more effort than I was expecting, but we got them now. I think they got reinforcements from Ashikaga is what happened last time.
Allow me to report.
Our provisions are fine.
Please,
500 muskets a month here. Our summer work. It's almost a good thing we didn't do. We ran out of money to do some of the tilling in spring, but
I do understand.
you get a lot more provisions out of mowing, I believe. And let's see, we got all those, and we got to kick them out of here.
I do understand.
So this area, this trade zone's almost locked down. We haven't taken that castle yet, never mind. Oh no, here we go. I'm not sure, maybe he was still working on it? Good old Sancho here to take care of upgrading that one. Or upgrading a few other buildings too while we're at it. Where are our trading towns?
Ha!
Out of money. Oh, there it goes. I thought I was going to have to improve some of these a little bit more, but apparently not. So 2,500 up to... so another 1,100. Yep, that's not surprising. And now, you know what would be nice? Another damn flood. I haven't had an opportunity to... Oh gosh. To get the flood prevention policy.
Allow me to report. Let us begin the council.
Okay, hold on. What do I need for that? So, agriculture and commerce. Take that one. Well, we got...
That should work.
That'll do.
I have a great plan.
That is tempting. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this in. I don't want any more floods wrecking all my development. Just wasting money. Hey, you know what? If this causes this castle to surrender early, then I'll consider that worth it. Alright. So our home region has been converted into a grand trade zone. What else do we got here? Start expanding over here into our allies' territory. I don't think that's super important that we do that. We have... if only we had this one, we could lock down this whole region. We don't. Alright, so I will go ahead and expand here then.
I do understand.
None of these areas are prepped and ready for a, for another grand trade zone. Oh no, see, look at all this stuff that just got destroyed by this flood. I have to rebuild all of it. Gosh, it's so much. Well, I mean, hopefully this shouldn't happen anymore, or at least not as bad. Lost so many facilities from that flood. Alright. So they're definitely gone this turn.
We are victorious. Sound the victory.
Okay, so we're gonna take everybody. So we need people. Go home. In fact, let me let the turn roll over. I kind of don't like the way we're strewn about here. It's a little precarious, but at the same time, I'm not too worried about it. I almost wonder if I could vassalize some of these guys. Alright, well, it's theoretically possible. We're not strong enough on that front. Okay, so let's see here. Can we hire anybody? No. We're gonna start talking with these friends down here. They're not friends yet, but they will be. Now, this is always an interesting decision on whether or not I want to attack the current shogunate. And I only bring that up because if I am, I don't want to waste my time increasing relations with them. Let's go ahead and ally with this clan. We're gonna try to bring in all our friends against the Azai once that war starts, because basically I want to go ahead and we've got some good friends on this side. We're gonna lock down this clan. We're gonna steal their gunsmith, and then start working on Saito and Oda. Although right now they're still the Toki. Now they'll flip over once Dosan takes over, but that has not happened yet. I don't remember what year that happens. Alright. Gosh. Sell some food here.
Let us conduct a trade. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That was a little bit too much food to sell, but it's fine. We need the money to expand here. And we need the money to rebuild everything that we lost in the flood. Oops. We're not done yet building.
I do
Not
understand.
done yet. Not at all.
Ha!
Over here.
Ha! Ha!
And...
Understood.
This is way more damage than I thought we had. Just everything got wiped
understand.
out. We'll put a
Ha!
good old T-town there, and I think we're out of officers. Speaking of which, we'll go ahead and appoint... We'll give you your castle back, essentially. Oh,
Understood.
yeah, we'll do that, but we'll have to restart his diplomacy.
Ha!
We got a few more officers to distribute.
Ha!
Hopefully you, I mean, I've got a few people on Twitch here. Hopefully you can't hear that beeping noise every, like, 5 minutes. If you can't, then we're good. If you can, then I can go take care of it if you give me a minute.
Understood.
There we go. We'll keep a few spare people back at home base here. Actually, I have a lot of spare cash now. Kind of nice that this is already a B-class castle. Do I really want to spend this money on upgrading a castle? I think I'll just hold on to it for next turn. Let's see, what do we got here? Militia? No, get him out of here.
I do understand.
Bump this up to...
I do understand.
This up to... there for now. Although the rest of these are around 3,000. This one we're still waiting for the people to actually show
I do
up.
understand.
Some of our refugees died over here. There we go. Now, I don't know, I might make some observations once it's possible. So there's our alliance up here. I'll have to make some observations to see if there's a formula for the strength that you
Allow me
need
to report.
in comparison to another clan to vassalize them.
Please command me.
Because, let's see here. Okay, we'll sort by name. So they have 10,000. We have 21,000. So we've got twice as many troops as they do. Is that good enough? No. So you're going to need more than twice as many troops as somebody. We'll have to wait and see when that becomes available. I think we don't have anywhere else to expand to, so I think we just start making investments now. Or we can start locking this down. Yeah. Look at that income increase here. These are our gold mine nodes, so and we have trading towns in them, so monopolizing these
I do
is
understand.
a pretty good idea. In fact, I basically like to eventually monopolize everything, really. But in the meanwhile, while they're not monopolized, at least they'll grow a little bit quicker. Alright, we got agriculture. Okay, they want me to clear this, but... do I? Well, we need the farmland. We have a decent amount of spare refugees, so I will clear this.
Understood.
I don't know about over here, though. Spare refugees anywhere else? Here. I'd much rather clear this place out.
Understood.
Hey there, marshals. Welcome. We're about midway through the stream. Just finished taking out the Rokaku clan here. Doing a little bit of... I should have done development. Well, too late now. on. So, they're attacking our ally, but he hasn't called for help yet. Not that we can really help him at all, because we are not connected to him. So, this was more of my move towards attacking this clan. They don't really get a whole lot of out of our alliance. Well, if they get eaten by the Yamana, I'll just make an alliance with them, which frankly, it's probably a better idea anyway, since they're a lot stronger. Is that her other ally here? No. Whatever.
Allow me to report.
Keeping an eye on our western flank, but I mostly just want to... Wherever the dust settles and whoever comes out on top over there, that's who I want to become friends with, essentially. Agriculture cost down. Doesn't seem very necessary. Okay, now I would like this. So what do we need? 15 on everything but 30 rhetoric.
That should work.
Yeah, that works pretty well. And there we go, that'll make it happen. And then we'll try to get maybe whoever has the highest. All about even. I'll do this one.
Let us end our council
Only because
here.
we already have
I
a ton of
plan.
military points at the current
What
moment in
about this
time.
plan?
Those are nice. They're pretty good ones, but we're going to take this political clout. Oh, yeah, we can still get unarmed combat. That's just a raw 65 military points. That's very helpful, I think. As much as I'd like to get everyone equipped with muskets or horses or something, it's just, especially later on once you're deploying so many tons and tons of troops, you're just going to not have enough. Alright, now we're going to do development.
Understood.
Speaking of having enough muskets to equip everybody, that flood took all our forges out. Do you have a...
Understood.
That back. That back.
I understand.
Put these T-towns back up here first. In fact, let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to remove this. Move that up here, and it'll hit both of them. And then I'm going to put a patrol post right there. Now, this should be pretty handy. Just look at the coverage there. Naruto? Well, it's a good question. If he was going to be anywhere, he'd probably be right here. This is the stereotypical ninja village area. Some other famous ninja from this era, but I know there was a lot of them here. Get that taken care of. We're just gonna fill the rest of these spots with forges.
Understood.
Okay. To bump this one up.
Understood.
So that we have the income and the refugees have returned. There we go. Funny thing, and that's basically something you can do in this game and pretty much all the other Nobunaga's Ambition games that I've played. You can make custom officers, and you can import custom portraits and graphics and everything. So you could really just, you know, if you want to put the effort in, you can make a whole... What is that noise? Okay. You can make a whole custom clan full of, you know, anime characters or whatever, and throw them in there. In fact, basically, in the previous game, you could create a custom clan itself and set them up somewhere on the map. It was really difficult because you started with a single castle and you kind of sucked, but you could do it. You can't do that here, but what you could do, you could make a custom officer, put them somewhere, make them a relative of the actual daimyo, come in here, retire, make your officer the new daimyo, and then you're basically in charge with your custom character. Now, if you really wanted to make it custom, you could make a bunch of officers to go with it and then just fire everybody that starts there normally and then just have your custom officers. Depends on how far you want to go. You know what? Let's start talking with the Yamana clan right now. They don't really like me that much because they attacked my ally, but you know what? I'm sure we can get over it. I say I'm sure, but the AI is a little picky sometimes. Oh, conveniently, our ally from the beginning of the game, Honganji here, in their typical Honganji ways, have placed a... oh gosh. Whiplash. Whiplash. Okay, we're good. They've put one of their castles randomly over here. And that was basically, in reality, as far as I understand the situation, in history, these were just monks. There was no feudal structure. So they just went around and started constructing castles and bases wherever they felt like it, and it kind of pissed people off, namely Nobunaga. So he's like, could you not? And then that's why he started attacking them, because he felt pretty threatened by having a giant fort of armed warrior monks in his backyard. Okay, so we've locked down our 2 gold mine nodes. Maybe we'll lock this one down? That's basically the next plan, is to start monopolizing these high-income trade nodes, I think. Let me take a look here. They only have their 1 ally. They're not that strong. Question is do I immediately want to attack another clan? Let's finish doing our
Understood.
our upkeep. In fact, I'm also going to prioritize a little upgrade of this patrol post. That should help us when we do engage them. If we get into any choke points,
Understood.
we'll have a little bit of a troop advantage.
Understood.
Go ahead and just continue all of these. Got the cash right now.
I understand.
Got everyone where we need them to be. We just got a deposit of provisions as well. Let's see here, agriculture. I mean, sure.
Understood.
Sometimes I let the I let the AI take the wheel here in terms of planning out where I do this agriculture stuff, because I feel like a lot of the times it almost doesn't matter. Still clear that out. Still clear this one. Oh, look at that.
Understood.
Might actually hit maximum farmland here. Okay, that should be good for now. Well, some clans are starting to consolidate. This area is still a giant mess.
Allow me to report.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad we've got our flood preparations in place here,
us
and
begin the
so we can
council.
get a blizzard. Anything in particular? Unit speed up? Maybe. More political power, huh? We're missing quite a lot of trade and agriculture stuff. Maybe we can try to get some of those. Anyone was
That should work.
willing to give us a decent amount of those types of points.
I like it. Let us end our council here.
Enough.
Please, listen to my plan.
Easy commerce. Now this is, I believe,
What about this plan?
a Oda clan policy. That's been carried over to us. I guess we learned about it. Not sure why we unlocked it, but sure. So let's see here. What do we have? Got 5 mines, 2 gold mines, pasture, 1. Get the mine growth up. Couple of Ronin, huh? You know, I'll take them. These pretty bad, but sure.
You have my thanks.
We'll let you in. We will let you in. Now, I could just try to do a quick war. Maybe grab these 2 castles and then peace out with them. Could be worth trying. How's our muskets doing? It's a question I ask myself. We have 6,854 muskets. Now, our average unit size is around 3,000, potentially. Why don't we wait till we've got 9,000 muskets, and then... Well, that might be a little long, but we'll see if we can get another multiple. Okay, there's our alliances meeting their time limit. If we can just re-establish those.
Understood.
Yeah, okay. They don't hate us yet.
Understood.
And going along, that's what I was saying before, in terms of a custom officer. I might make one. I don't know. I didn't feel right doing it for this one. I was asked that on YouTube page too. But I might do it at some point. I'm not really sure I could create it after myself, but I don't know. I've yet to be inspired as to what I want to do with a custom officer.
I do understand.
One thing that I've noticed with this clan over here is, well, they're not the Usugi right now, but they're, this clan will usually come to the aid of a lot of, if you're ever being attacked over here, they will usually come to your aid, even if you're not allied with them.
Allow me to report. These are the results.
There's no custom clans.
Please command me.
I went over, there is a way you can kind of finagle it to get a custom clan, but there's no direct feature to do a custom clan in this game. As far as custom campaigns, I don't think so. There's a couple scenarios that are pretty evenly balanced. Once you complete one scenario at all, you get a 16-15 scenario, and everyone starts off pretty much at equal strength. So, and if you just combine that with inserting your own custom officer, you can have whatever resolve you want.
Understood.
Oh gosh, that was a lot of money. Hold on, let me Let me take that back for a second. So,
Let us
how
conduct
much are
a
muskets these days? Kind of a lot.
trade. Thank you very much.
Oh. That would put us up to... You know what, I'm gonna do it. I think
Let us conduct
consider
a trade.
this a preparation
As
for
you
war.
command.
Just to
Thank you
speed up
very
the
much.
timetable. Okay, we'll sew here. That's fine.
Ah,
Now that's the trick.
understood.
In terms of active quest lines, I have no idea how you find that out. You can only assume. There's nowhere in the game that really tells you where they are. Other than, well, you know, if you pick, you know, Oda, which is pretty much guaranteed to have one. There's a few that I found out. Like, there's a scenario with Hojo that gets one at the very beginning. They're pretty... And I actually, believe it or not, I actually saw a link in the game manual that was like, hey, would you like to complete this anonymous survey? I'm like, okay, sure. And it's like, do you have any specific feedback? I'm like, in one of my feedbacks,
Allow me to
as I said,
report.
it'd be nice if I had a
These
better
are the
idea
results
of
from
where
last
the
month.
quests and historical events were. I know
Let us begin the
there's
council.
some
I'd like to hear
satisfaction
everyone's
in
thoughts.
discovering them, but I feel like the strength of this game is the story and the historical background. It'd be nice if I didn't have to scrape through, you know, hundreds of characters to try to figure
That
out
should
where
work.
the storylines are. So,
Let us end our council here.
there might be a list online somewhere, but I haven't found it. Port income. There we go. I'm much more interested in these things that increase the income instead of their growth. Now, there is a bit of a unrelated event with this clan. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point, but once this clan becomes the Miyoshi clan, the Hosokawa that is, there is an interaction between me and them. Eventually. We'll see if we get there, though. Okay. So... let's do one more
Let us
purchase
conduct a
here. Now I'm
trade.
gonna try to do a
I will
little...
make arrangements.
I guess we don't really need to, actually.
Thank you very much.
We already have over 9,000.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
So we'll go ahead and lock this down then.
Huh.
I'm gonna try to do a little excursion against the Azai here. Yeah, I might have even have said that too, at some point. I did notice that, but that's actually not true for all of them, or at least at least in this scenario. I tried playing as the Oda for a test, and you don't get anything in this scenario. It could just be because of this particular scenario. But yeah, usually it is the first clan in the list. So you'll get the Kawagoe Night Raid over here, or over here. Then the next one I think is Mori. Forget the name of the battle. Maybe this one, Higumayama. But either way, it's against the Imago. Those are the first couple. Yeah, I'll consider it though. I'll see what I'll have to probably scout around and see what quests are available. I'll probably do Oda, but I think a lot of people wanted to see this scenario, so I went ahead for this start date. Alright. Let's see here. They're actually allied with my ally now. Did that just happen? Or am I blind? Alright, well, if this is an excuse to break off relations with this clan, then, you know, so be it.
You make a worthy opponent.
Okay, so they did join them. I think there are mods available. I don't know much about how to get them up and running, but I have seen some things, some screenshots, I'm pretty sure. So this is our watchtower coming into effect right there. Alright, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 musket units. That's pretty good. And all these units that don't have muskets, we can... Well, it's almost pointless. If we're going to get choke point down, what's the point, really? We're already at our limit.
Follow me.
A bit of a hike here. Yeah, okay. That's actually... Somebody else cut ties with me? No.
Allow me to report.
I'm actually fine with that because, you know, I'd feel bad doing that myself, but now I can come over here later and take this place, and this should be pretty handy of a location to have under my control. Let's see here. Get all of Yamato ready for when we do get this last one. I think it is already ready, okay.
Understood.
Monopolize that one. I feel like there's probably more things I could have done there, but... We're gonna have to fight this one. Okay. Nice clear skies. 3,000 man advantage.
Please leave this battle to us.
And a hilly forested map. Not sure about that.
I will show you my skill. Leave it to us.
I do not believe that there is a economic victory in this game. I mean, it helps you... does help you win, but not directly. Let's try this kind of formation. I don't want to... A lot of...
Leave it to us.
Alright, never mind. We're gonna have to redo it either way. A lot of the problem with these types of setups is while you'll get some of these bonuses, they do get a penalty to their stats unless you
Please leave this battle
pull
to
off
us.
their specific function. So let's try that formation. Okay, our troops look a little better. So this should be a pretty reasonable battle for me to win. Once again, I'm just concerned about not being able to reach these
Let's begin.
damn forts in time. It's going to take them like 6 turns to get over there. In fact, let me send you over.
Ready yourselves.
Oh, you're all going to go over
Please,
there
command.
anyways. Whoever gets
Let's
there
begin.
first.
Please give me a command. Let's begin.
Area is a little bit
Ready yourselves.
more open.
Prepare yourself.
I could have put all my gun units over here
Your command.
to take advantage of that,
Let's
but
begin.
don't think that's
Let's begin.
necessary.
With this plan, I will leave you in the
Lookouts.
dust.
I
With this plan, I will leave you in the
think
dust.
we need to do that right this second.
Let's go.
It's just, oh, this terrain sucks. Kind of want to do most of the fighting down here, but I do need to send a detachment to take care of this stuff.
Please give me a command. Let's begin.
Ready yourselves.
This guy's
You must be
pretty
prepared.
quick.
Let's begin.
With this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Prepare yourselves.
You know, I mean, we'll try it.
My plan will
Alright, I guess he's
have
just going to
your
move forward instead then. Never mind. This does improve his vision range, but I doubt there'll be anyone close enough.
With this plan, I will leave you in
You
the dust.
need to come back over this way.
Let's move it.
A little bit concerned about all this.
Your command.
You come back this way. In
Prepare
fact,
yourselves.
I'm sure
Prepare
this guy can handle it
yourselves.
on his own, right?
Please give me a command.
Your command? Ready yourselves.
Make it over this river at the very
Let's
least.
begin. Let's begin.
Prepare yourselves.
Okay. Actually gonna turn them around. I feel like I could almost sneak somebody through the middle here, but I have no idea where they are, really. I mean, I have actually an literal idea,
command?
but...
Prepare yourselves.
Ready yourselves.
Let's begin.
Let's begin.
Let's
Really a
begin.
fan of where that guy's positioned.
Let's
but
move it.
Your command. Prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourselves.
And we should be getting contact here, I'd imagine, on this phase.
The enemy has been
Okay, over there.
Spearmen
Well,
to
we
the
took
front.
care of that one, so this guy's gonna just immediately retreat.
Let's begin.
Please give me a command.
Let's
If I
begin.
could sneak by them with this unit, that'd be good
Please
too.
command. Let's begin.
Please give me a command.
Hopefully this guy can
Let's
maybe wrap
begin.
around and
Ready
take that.
yourselves.
Let's begin.
Prepare yourselves.
I haven't found anyone over here, that's concerning.
Let's begin.
This will.
Just hope I don't get too many ambushes over here.
The enemy has been found.
I mean, I know it's gonna happen, but I just hope it's just not that many.
Spearmen to the front.
There appears to be someone with a plan.
Your command? Let's begin.
Prepare yourselves.
Let's begin. Your command. Prepare yourselves.
Let's begin.
Your command.
This guy's gonna wrap around here.
Prepare
Slowly.
yourselves.
Strengthen the defenses.
And spearmen here are just to,
This will finish.
this is the anvil to the musket's hammer.
We'll level them. Now is the time to defend.
A little concerned about this fort back here and how this is going, but
The enemy has been found.
there's more raids.
Release.
We should get a flank off here at least.
My plan.
Let's begin.
This guy can actually get there quicker. We'll use him as well.
Your command. Let's begin.
Everyone's got an
With
idea.
this plan, I will leave you in the dust.
Alright, hopefully
Now you see my strategy.
these opening...
Witness my
This
plan.
guy could just start shooting. I don't think I want to do that though. I want to move him up here, maybe try to get some pincer. And maybe a better shot.
This plan will level them.
No, we're not charging you.
This plan will level them.
And hopefully,
Please. give
next
me a
turn this
command.
unit will be in position to just start. The line of sight's a little iffy here.
Prepare yourselves.
A little iffy.
Prepare
If he can actually
yourselves.
make it there, that'd be good. There we go. Got our own ambush for once.
Now is our chance.
Another ambush.
Your command?
Break
Ready
through.
yourselves.
We want
Now,
to
see my
musket
strategy.
here. Is the question I ask myself. Not really. So this is like literally a couple of shots will make it through
Now,
potentially,
see
but
my strategy.
maybe if I get up here on this top of the hill, aim down this way.
Let's begin.
Witness my plan.
I'll go ahead and charge. This is their lead unit too. How strong is this guy? 1700?
Please command. Let's begin.
With this plan,
Well, this should be a
I will
decent
leave
shot.
you in the dust.
Please give me a command.
We will chase
Please
them
give me a
down.
command.
Please command me. Let's begin.
This plan will level them.
Do not bide your time.
See my strategy.
That guy will open fire on that unit. Kind of got them backed into a bit of a wall here, so chasing them should be pretty good. There's one broken unit. This guy's getting pincer all hell. In fact, maybe a change of strategy. This guy's still going to try to get this, but this is their lead unit. Let's actually just swarm this dude.
Let's begin.
Actually, we'll go up here.
Let's begin.
Create a gap for this unit, and we're just going to have this guy surrounded all over the damn place.
Fire!
I don't think this is how they traditionally utilize muskets, but you know, where we have 6 units surround a single one and everyone opens fire. But you know, I'll take it. Don't muskets. We're going to move you up. Brandish, no.
This plan will level them.
I think Brandish, all that does is just raises your morale, so that will not be necessary. I think we're good then. We could break this unit. We'll basically have this one in the bag. Just trying to get out, but we got so many units.
This plan will level them. Please command me.
Now you will see my strategy.
I mean, he's kind of out,
Now you will see my strategy.
but he took some damage on the way.
It's time. Let's move it.
Prepare yourself. Let's begin.
It's getting kind
I have a plan.
of cluttered up in here.
Now you will see my strategy.
Give him a dishearten.
How much more obvious can you be?
Yeah, routing their leader, I mean, it's not a... if you actually wipe out every soldier in the unit, then you just win. But routing them is going to give me a big advantage here.
Now you will see my strategy.
You guys just maneuver.
Let me show you my final move. Let me show you the skill.
Once we get rid of this last fortress, we'll be in good shape.
The enemy has been.
That's not good.
Spearmen to the front.
Come on. Oh, he's almost broken.
Release.
Oh, there he goes. Okay. Now and until that guy regroups, if he ever regroups, we'll be in good shape
I
now.
will leave you in the dust.
Open fire on that unit.
Plan.
Don't need
I
to
have
do
a
that.
plan. You must be prepared.
Dishearten? No, they're already broken.
Now you will
Just
see
turn
my
around and
strategy.
fire on them.
Let's begin.
Witness my plan. Fire.
Fire. Alright, we should have this one.
See my
I'm
strategy.
feeling pretty good about this battle. No, you keep doing
Now
that.
you will see my strategy. Fire.
And these last 2 units.
Your command.
Go over here and try to deal with this
Let's
guy that
begin.
just showed up, and you keep
Ready
attacking.
yourselves.
This will finish them
That unit's in a bad place. Another unit that got broke down there.
off. There appears to be someone with a plan.
Gotta get this unit out of here.
Level them.
Charge? Nah, we'll try to get
This plan will level them.
If that was a pursuit on the lead unit, I would have pursued him, but it was targeting this small side unit here.
Now it's time. Let's move it.
Let's begin. Now you will see my strategy.
Okay, yeah, we can do a muskets there. It's not a great angle, but it's good enough, I think.
Please command me. Witness my plan.
It's also, I would say, good enough.
Witness my
Just to
plan.
press our advantage here. I don't want to spend too many turns re-maneuvering if I don't have to.
Will level them.
Okay. I think we basically just have to wait a few turns and we should just win this. As long as we don't allow this unit to regroup. As he's taking damage, his morale is continuing to stay low.
see my strategy. See the difference in our skill.
Please command.
So the ways you can
Prepare
win
yourself.
the overall campaign, there's three ways. You could
command.
either get,
Let's begin.
well, you can conquer the entire map.
With this plan,
I wouldn't
will
recommend
leave
it, but you
in
can
the
do it.
dust.
But you can conquer the whole map, or you can conquer half the territories in the game, including Kyoto or Nijo Palace,
Your
and
command?
enact a war ban. Or you can
Prepare
have
yourself.
half the properties, not necessarily including Kyoto, and then be allied with the rest of the clans left in the game, and that will also end it.
Defend here. We shall pull back.
So this we should be winning this in just a second.
Spearman forward. Let me show you this. Here's the strategy.
I've been procced a few times.
There appears to be someone with a plan.
Okay, I'm just gonna pass the turn there. There we go. All right.
You underestimated us,
What
didn't
was-
you?
All right, pretty good actually. We damaged twice as many as our own troops here. Our aggression is soaring. We can't capture you. We'll leave you alone though.
You have my thanks.
Well, C class, but we've got 14,000 troops here, so we're gonna start attacking this castle here.
That was too easy.
144 to 514, that's a pretty good ratio.
Now it's time.
I want to try to grab this castle before I wrap the stream up. We're about hitting my
Surround them.
timer. So I would like to get this into the fold. Not really interested in wiping them out completely.
Allow me to report.
Okay.
Here are last month's results.
Please command me.
Summer work. This is the one season I don't want to forget to actually do.
Ha!
We only have 2 more labor left for the year, so
Understood.
not a whole lot, but summer I feel like you get the biggest gains.
Understood.
And I guess I could take this castle to try to help me on this node, but I don't think it's necessary yet. Because I'm going to have to also take out this clan as well if I want to do that. Oh, this one's actually hitting 3 towns. Efficiency. Another
Understood.
patrol post over there, and then more gunsmiths. Not actual gunsmiths, forgers, but they might as well be. I'm gonna roll the turnover real quick here. Go ahead and grab this castle. It's actually a B tier, but they just you couldn't have offered this to me like a half a second later. I can't do it.
We've won.
Okay, now we can
Shout
take
of
peace.
victory.
You have my
Nah, I'm
thanks.
probably not going to get anything out of the peace deal, but other than the fact that I have this territory, I'm going to just end this. I don't want to drag it out any longer. Send the
Let's
boys
go back.
home. Okay, hopefully our policy we enacted
Allow
prevents
me to
damage
report.
from this. 602 muskets per turn.
Let us begin the council.
Pretty dang good. Go ahead and it's all
That
seems
should
pretty,
work.
Pretty decent. What's that? We can't even. It's just letting us know that exists. We can't even pick it yet. Let's do that one. Most of our officers are considered new. Some musket defense. Alright, well we haven't, the peace deal hasn't gone through yet, but I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm sure they'll accept. We're gonna, in the future, start upgrading this one as well. Get it up to the prestigious Naguro gunsmith level, at least. And believe me, we're getting pretty close to the point where, I mean, that last battle, I would say at least half of our units had muskets equipped. And when they all have them on, they basically still act like spearmen. So just because you give your units muskets doesn't mean they're any worse than melee. They're basically a spearman that also can shoot people. So if they all want to run point blank and try to melee me, muskets do just fine in that situation as well. But anywho, I'm going to wrap it up there. We're just hitting around the 1 hour mark. This was my initial game plan, was to come up here and take out this territory. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to see who I end up being allies with over here. I'm going to maybe try to vassalize these clans here. And as soon as somebody attacks Hosokawa, I'm going to go after them as well. I'd like to clean this area up. It's a little messy. Might also clean up Honganji here. I tried to be streaming at, as of right now, I don't have a set schedule really, but around 11 a.m. Eastern American time. So that's about when I stream, although it could be a little later. Sometimes I stream in the evenings. I mean, if you do, I'm not trying to plug this, but if you do follow me on Twitch, it'll just let you know once I start up. That's what I do on some of my streamers that I watch, so, because I have no idea. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I'll be around in the Twitch chat for a few more minutes, and like I said, after this episode, I'll have another game coming up to the YouTube channel that'll be uploaded as soon as this one's done being uploaded. Alright, I'll see you next time.